Hi, I'm Conor Morris and we're here in the Kelvin Gallery for the UGR's car launch event for the Silverstone Championships in 2015. Let us chat to some of the engineers and find out more.
So when we sat down at the start of the year, the most important thing, after Silverstone and the failure to get the car there in 2014, we spent about 2 or 3 weeks just analysing what had gone wrong and what had gone wrong in the past 3 or 4 years. So after a 2-week process, we finally decided that we were happy with our conclusions and we knew how we were going to go about and fix them. One surprising thing that we experienced was actually an invitation to the inaugural Formula Student Russia event in Moscow, which 3 of our team members went to. In our 10-year history, I don't think we've won anything up until that point. So the Formula Student, the 3 of us went over, specifically Cal McDonald, GUST Thomas and Yava Gegov, probably our 3 most experienced members, and actually ended up winning the competition, which was fantastic for us and actually, I think, set us in the right mood for this year. That is a tremendous achievement and it will be a defining moment, and in the team's history, and hopefully 20, 30 years' time, it's something people will look back at and think that was fantastic. Without the help of so many people, this wouldn't have been possible. Obviously, most importantly, the sponsors have been such a huge help, Arnold Clark in particular. One great thing is we started about 3 months earlier, and overall compared to previous years, we're about 6 months ahead of where our project's been. That's good. Unfortunately, that means you run out of money quicker. And we came up to the competition entry fees and thought, oh gosh, we're $2.5 short here, what are we going to do? One phone call to Arnold Clark, a picture of the chassis, and they sorted that out for us. So it's moments like that when we can have sponsors step in and provide help like that, it just makes this project doable, and it really shows what our sponsors mean to us. A few other sponsors as well, particularly Halco and Tanlin have been incredibly helpful. Halco manufactured our hubs and Tanlin has manufactured our uprights. You've done a brilliant, fantastic job with them. When I think Yava and I were fitting them, they fit perfectly. It's actually quite a nervous time making sure everything fits, obviously. But I think that was the first time in the team history when you have those final 2 or 3 weeks where you're putting the car together and everything's going and you just get into a rhythm. And none of that would have been possible without you guys, so we really, really appreciate the help. Thank you. When we look back in 10, 12 years' time, hopefully we look back and say UGR 15 was the car that started everything when we're at the top. So thank you very much, enjoy the evening, and have a good night.
I'm here with Nick, who's head of chassis and suspension. Nick, tell us a bit more about your role.
Yeah, sure. So as you said, I'm head of chassis and suspension. Our head engineer, Cal McDonald, he's done that for his final year project. So I was responsible for really converting what he had in the CAD into what it is on the car. So that's basically what I did, yeah.
How do you rate your chances when you go down?
I think we're looking pretty strong. You know, to have the car finished in March, April time, I think that's really good, and it's a good sign of things to come, I think, yeah.
What makes your chassis and suspension different from other cars?
I think the fact that it's ready, I think, is probably the best thing. You know, it's plenty of time for testing. We can fix any problems we've got.
This competition reflects the growing ambition of the School of Engineering and the students in particular in the School of Engineering. So our University of Glasgow racing team fits in all ways, I think, with the ethos of modern engineering. And in addition, and you've heard a flavour of this again from Andrew's presentation, it gives students an opportunity to learn in the context of a real engineering project. And these are the things that it's actually quite difficult to get experience of in a teaching environment. They have to build this car to a budget and on time. So UG Racing has now organised itself. It's got 2 teams working on 2 cars, the car to be raced this year and the design of the car that is going to be raced next year. We have a great team, as in previous years, but this year it's a focused team that has learnt from the past. The team, as you can see, is very proud of its achievements. It's determined to succeed, and I'm confident that they will race this year and get the recognition they deserve. Not only are they proud of their achievements, I am proud of their achievements, and the entire School of Engineering is proud of their achievements, and I'd like to wish them every success in the competition.
We're very proud to be part of this, and we're a very small part of it. But what I want to say first of all, and I'm sure you'll all agree here today, as parents, as teachers, that these young people, brilliant, professional, organised, well presented, even though it took for ages to iron on all those logos. It's a credit to Glasgow University. By chance, I was watching on TV only this week a documentary about Graham Hill, and it was amazing. I didn't realise how special this guy was and the achievements he made, and I'm sure you're all aware of this. He's the only one to have the Triple Crown in motorsport, where he had the Le Mans, the Indy 500 and the Formula 1. No one else has done that, no one else is likely to do it in the future. So I was thinking that Glasgow need to be like Graham Hill. They need to be like him. If they want to win in 2015, which I'm sure they can, they need to have the determination, the attitude. It's not all about the drivers though, as we've seen from John's and Andrew's talks. It's about the developers, the programmers, the engineers, all these people that make a success. Good luck to Glasgow in 2015, and again Arnold Clark is really, really proud to be part of this team. Thanks very much indeed.
His body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. My mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. Said somebody's gotta take care of him. So I quit school, that's what I did. Got a fast car, but is it fast enough so we can fly away? We gotta make a decision. We leave tonight or live and die this way.
I'm here with Callum, who's the head engineer for the car. Callum, tell us a bit more about the car and tell us about your role.
So my role as head engineer is to see the overall design of the car, make sure that everything sticks to its deadlines, everyone makes their objectives. I also designed the chassis and suspension system, which works well with as the role of head engineer, because you place a lot of the components and just make sure everything fits to the car, make sure your centre of gravity is really low, things like that.
Callum, you also told me that you're the driver, so how was that like? You must be going around corners at God knows how fast speeds.
Yeah, so I'm one of the drivers. There are 6 drivers at the competition. We both take different turns according to the rules. So yeah, I mean the car experiences up to around 1.6, 1.7 Gs, so it's quite a lot. I also see longitudinal acceleration of up to about 1.2, 1.3 Gs, which is a lot more than you'll see in a normal road car. So you're talking about 0 to 60 in around 4 seconds. So as a driver, you need to be on the ball. You need a lot of practice in the car beforehand, and having the car designed at such an early stage allows us to test for the next few months right up until Silverstone. So yeah, we'll be getting all the drivers, including myself, a lot of test time in the car and making sure that we can optimise our driving ability and get as fast a lap time as possible.
My old man's got a problem. He lived with a bottle, that's the way it is. His body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. My mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could.
Well, the car looks amazing and tonight was a great success. We wish the team the very best of luck down in Silverstone. I'm Connor Morris and you stay sporty, Glasgow.
Got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. But me, myself, I got nothing to prove.